Okay, so today I'm going to talk about another concept in the IT called ITIL. Okay, so have you ever heard about called ITIL, guys? Anybody heard what is ITIL?
No, no, sir.
So let us get started then. So ITIL means we call it as Information Technology Infrastructure Library. Okay, so this is a kind of framework which talks about do's and don'ts of the IT information technology. Means it is a kind of like we have our constitution, right? We have our laws and all, so we know what is what I mean, what can be done, what cannot be done, and if you want to do something, how can you handle that? The same thing to have in proper IT operations. So we have another concept called ITIL. So we call it as Information Technology Infrastructure Library. Okay, it is actually a framework which talks about the do's and don'ts of the information technology. Okay, so what do you mean by do's and don'ts of the information technology? Okay, so there are multiple. Let us begin with the SLA. Okay, or if you want to do anything in the information technology, you should follow some guidelines. So guidelines in the sense, say for example, if you get a ticket, so when you get a ticket, that ticket will have some kind of SLA. So SLA in the sense, it is nothing but the time you need to take to resolve one particular issue. Okay, so let me put it in this way. SLA. So SLA means it is service level agreement. Means it is a time, it is there is an agreement between the service provider and the service consumer. Say for example, you are working in an organization. Okay, say for example, you're working in IBM. So IBM has got a client, Kingfisher example. So Kingfisher has got their own applications, their own workloads, and there is an agreement happens between IBM and the Kingfisher. Okay, whenever we get any kind of issues, that issue can be resolved within the given time. That agreement we call a service level agreement. Okay, and that time varies from ticket priority to another ticket priority. Okay, so like it is a time taken, it is an agreement between the service provider and the service consumer in order to resolve a particular issue within the given time. That is called as service level agreement. It is very very important. We will call it as SLA. So this SLA varies depend upon the priority. Okay, the priority means there are multiple types of priorities are there. Okay, starting is priority 1, priority 1, priority 2, so priority 3, or we will call it as P3, and last one is P4. Some peoples they have P5 also, but most of the peoples they don't have P5s. Okay, so what do you mean by priority 1? See, this is high critical, very critical, very critical issue. Say for example I'll give you. So imagine you are working on an application, okay, and that application is a kind of label printer. What kind of label you might have seen? Say for example, if you consider a chips packet, okay, Lay's packet is manufacturing. So once the manufacturing has happened, once the package has happened, when the packet moves to that particular printer, that printer will tag it, like when what is the manufacturing date, what is the expiry date, what is the content of it. The product information will be printed on top of the chips packet, correct, right? Imagine there is an application and that application prints something on the print chips packet. So per minute, around 100 to 200 packets are getting manufactured and they move in the production line. Imagine you have an application that application prints that, and that has got an issue, and if the issue is there with that application means you are having a production impact there, because even if the machine is not running for 1 minute also, close to around 200 packets of chips will not be manufactured. So there is a huge business impact there. Means 1 minute is also important for the application, because if you stop for 10 minutes, even if 200 packets per minute also, around 2000 packets of chips into number of rupees will be business waste, business loss, correct, huh? So such kind of applications, the customer will tell, no, this is very priority for us, high priority, because there is a cost involvement, there is a business impact, there is a financial loss for me. Okay, so for that you consider such kind of issues as a very critical, because it's a production one. So since it is a production one, consider this as very critical, and you can acknowledge two types of SLAs are there. Okay, so they will tell you have to acknowledge that within 15 minutes, and you have to resolve it within 2 hours. So this is response SLA. This is resolution SLA. This is response SLA, this is resolution SLA, and this is importance. Okay, so priority one is high, it is very critical. You have to respond within 15 minutes, and we will call that 15 minutes as response SLA. Respond means as soon as the ticket generated, within 15 minutes somebody has to acknowledge the ticket stating we are working on this issue, and you need to put the ticket in your name. Okay, maybe Windows team, or Azure team, or Linux team, or storage team example. So you have to keep one somebody name. Okay, and then you have to mention the in the ticket, yes, this ticket has been acknowledged and we are working on the resolution. Then you have to start investigating, pull the required team, you want a backup team, you want network team, you want cloud team, bring everybody in the call, and that call will call it as a bridge call. And then you need to work on the resolution. So within 2 hours you need to resolve it. So if you are not acknowledging within 15 minutes, if you acknowledge for 16th minute, then that is a breach. SLA breach means if you are not meeting the required timeline, either it is in response SLA or in the resolution SLA, so that is called as a breach, SLA breach. Okay, so then you have to pay the penalty for the customer, because customer pays us, they will pay us because we have to give the service for them, because we have to safeguard their application. You should never tell, no, I'm in midnight, sir, it is night here, I cannot work, my work is only from Monday to evening. You should never tell. IT means you should always be ready to on top of your toes. Okay, if any critical issues comes, you have to be there to resolve the issue. That is the main, that is why everybody, wherever you go interview, they'll ask, are you comfortable with night shifts, are you comfortable with weekends, are you comfortable coming to the activities as and when required? Yes, these three things definitely all the interviewer will ask, because if you say no, then you are not fit for the IT, you will never have a growth here. Okay, flexibility is very very important. So that's about the priority one. Second one is, it's very critical, is there, maybe here high, the criticality is high, so we will call it as P2. Here you can acknowledge or acknowledge the ticket in 30 minutes, and you have to resolve within 4 hours. So here it may not be the production one, or if it may be the production one, but here earlier I told you in priority one, maybe you are not able to manufacture, I mean you are not able to print the chips packet at all. But here normally you manufacture for 200 per minute. Maybe here due to some slowness it is printing 180 chips packet per minute, or it is able to manufacture 180 chips packets per minute. So the business is running, but there is a delay. So around 10% of the business loss is happening there, but still we can manage. So customer tells, I can still manage my production, but there is a 10% production impact is there, but try to resolve it within 4 hours, because there is no business, I mean there is no much impact. Okay, that is the reason they will tell. we will call it as high priority, but you can respond it in 30 minutes and resolve it in 4 hours. That is the difference between priority 1 and priority 2. Priority 1 means there is no business at all. In priority 2, yes, there is a business. Maybe the production, little bit production impact is there. Not completely impact is there, but little bit production impact is there. And then P3. So P3 means it is medium. So for P3, P4, P5, you don't have the resolution and response SLA. Okay, it will directly have. I mean, you don't have response SLA, but you will have a resolution SLA. So you can work within P3 means it is 8 hours.
Actually, one doubt is this: P3 means 8 hours. It will vary or six only for 8 hours
It is 8 hours. I mean, within 8 hours you can work. You get a
within 8 hours.
you get a ticket P3.
Okay,
So you
okay,
start working on. Sometimes you may fix it in 30 minutes,
okay, okay.
or
The
sometimes you may fix
maximum
it in
time is 8 hours. Right.
by the time ticket get generated and by the time the ticket get closed, it should not cross 8 hours. Within 8
Yeah,
hours you
yeah.
can
The
take how many
maximum time
minutes you
is eight
wanted.
hours.
Sorry,
The maximum time is 8 hours.
that's what.
Yeah, okay.
Within 8 hours, that's what I'm telling you. Maximum is 8 hours. You should not cross 8 hour, even 1 minute also, 1 second also. That is
Okay,
called as SLA breach.
okay,
So P4 means it is low. Okay, then it's 4 business days. Or sometimes this 8 hours is there. No, it can also be 4 days, depend upon customer. So if it is a end user issues within 8 hours, if it is server related issue, 4 days. Okay, and P4 means it is 1 business week. 1 business week it is. Okay, for that also you don't have like if you start Monday, within Friday you can close it, and if you start by Thursday, again you need to close it by next Thursday only. Okay, Saturday Sunday you can ignore, because Saturday Sunday it's not business, it is off business, correct? Na? That is totally 5 days. If you get the ticket on Thursday, Friday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, by Wednesday you need to close the ticket. Okay, total 5 into uh, 24 hours, like that. Okay, that is how the SLA works. I think now you are clear what is SLA. ITL means, now you know. ITL means it is Information Technology Infrastructure Library. Okay, it is the framework which talks about the IT operations, how an IT operation should be designed. Okay, so ITL will have SLA. SLA means Service Level Agreement. So it is the agreement between the service provider and the service consumer in order to resolve an issue depend upon the priority within a given time. So there are multiple priorities. There are 4 priorities: P1, P2, P3, P4. P1 is very critical. There is a business impact. So we have to acknowledge the ticket within 15 minutes and resolve the ticket within 2 hours. So priority 2, it is high critical. So 30 minutes is the response SLA, and within 4 hours you need to resolve the issue. Okay, and P3 means it is medium, within 8 hours. Or see, I'll tell you, this, these are all the agreement this is the standard I'm telling. Sometimes the customer may ask, you can take 4 hours also. So better you do one thing. Standard, I'll tell you, you tell 4 hours. Here here I told you, maybe here you make it 8 hours, and here it is 4 days. This is one business. You take the last one. P1 is 4 hours, P2 is 8 hours, P3 is 4 business days, P4 is 1 business week. You can take this one. I have seen 2 hours also, but very less. For end user issues, you take 2 hours. For servers, it is 4 hours. For end user, it is 4 hours. For server, it is 8 hours. You can alter according to the thing. Or if people ask you why 4 hours for P1, you can tell this SLA is completely depend upon the customer agreement. Okay, customer criticality of the customer business. Okay, I've worked on couple of customers where they have 2 hours for priority 1, and I've worked on some customers who have got 4 hours for priority 1. So you can when they pick the questions like that, put the questions like that, you can alter your answers, no problem. But The standard is either 2 or 4 hours for priority 1. For priority 2, 4 or 8 hours. P3, it is 1 business week or 4 days. Okay. Sorry, P3 is 4 days, that is common, and P4 is 1 business week. P3, P4 is common, but P1, P2, sometimes it varies. Okay, this is the SLA. So we have couple of tickets types there. Okay, in the so
Sir, like end user means support team only have to
yes,
work.
like if you're
Yes.
working as a desktop support engineer,
Support. Yes, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
a user is unable to log into the computer only. Morning he went and he
Okay,
is
sir.
unable to log into the computer.
Okay,
Imagine
sir.
if you take 8 hours or 4 hours to reset one password, it is not
Yes, sir.
acceptable because he will be simply sitting idle, correct? Na? Password
Yes,
is
sir.
just a matter of 2 3 seconds. So that is
Okay, sir.
why they will ask. Same question they will ask. If there is
Okay.
an end user issue, will you wait for 4 hours or 8 hours? Then you tell no. No, sir, I look at the ticket. Based on the ticket criticality or the importance. If it is a quick one, quick win one, means quick resolvable, I will pick up those tickets first and I'll make the user workable and then I'll pick the other tickets. Like that, you have to tell.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. That's why I told you I got the same doubt. That's why I explained you both the things. Server is different and client is different. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. So we have a couple of tickets type there. The first one is incident. Second one is service request. Third one is change ticket. Ticket or change request. So fourth one is problem record or problem ticket. Okay, so there are four types of tickets. One is incident, another one is service request, third one is change request, another fourth one is problem record. Okay, there are four types of tickets in the ITIL. It is very very important. So now let us understand what is an incident mean. Can somebody tell me what is an incident? You might have heard many times. He was very good, but that one incident makes his life like this. He was very good. That incident brought him to this position. What is that incident means?
Something bad in general.
Exactly. So, incident means something bad happens to an ongoing service. Say, for example, you have an application called Instagram. You will normally log into Instagram, look at the postings, look at the reels, and look at the messages, everything. Suddenly, that application stops working, or when you open the reel, something else is coming. When you post something, something else is going. Okay, means the application is not behaving as the way it should behave, correct na? That means there is an incident happens. So ongoing service is getting sudden interruption. Either the application is not available, or the application is very slow, or the application is behaving weird. It was working fine but suddenly started behaving differently. That is eligible for an incident. Okay, so incident means an ongoing service get disturbed. That is called as incident. Sudden business interruption. So that is eligible for an incident. Incident means it will start like this: INC 1 2 3 4 5 6, like this. Some number will ticket. The ticket will start with INC. Okay, the first three letter will be INC will be there, and another 6 digits some number will be there. That is called as incident. Okay, so incident means nobody creates the incident. Already some ticket is there, and that is having some that will get an issue. Then suddenly an incident ticket will be getting created. Okay, that is an incident. So there are two types of incident. One is proactive incidents, another one is user raised incident. Proactive means, say for example, you have monitoring system. So the monitoring system will always keep on checking the applications. Say for example, whether the CPU is below 90%, memory is below 90%, whether the server is up and running always. So we will always keep on monitoring. Some due to some reason, if the server goes down and the server is if the monitoring system is unable to ping the server, then the monitoring system will create an incident that is called as automated or dynamic incident or a proactive incidents which created by the monitoring system. Another one, a manual created one is that is some user will manually create some incident. They notice some problem and they will create the incident, that is called as incident. The next one is service request. The service request means the name itself will tell you are requesting for a service manually freshly, that is called as service request. Say for example, there is a new application is there and you are unable to access the application because you know that it is a new application and you don't have access. Then what you will do, you will request an access to the application. Means if a user requests for a service for the first time, okay, that is called as service request. Like password reset is a service request, account lockout is a service request, or you are going to configure a printer in the laptop, that is a service request. See, I'll tell you the example. You don't have any printer in your laptop and you are freshly requesting for a printer connection, that is a service request. You already have a printer, it was working yesterday, today it is not working suddenly, that is an incident. Hope this is clear, very clear. So you are requesting freshly something, that is a service request. You already have a printer, suddenly it was working yesterday but today it is not working, that is an incident. You should know the difference between the service request and the incident. Definitely these questions will be asked in the interviewer, okay, by the interviewer. Incident means it's a sudden business interruption. Service request means it is something requested freshly to the by the user. So example for an incident, when application was working fine, suddenly the application it is not available. Service request means the user does not have a printer and is freshly requesting for a printer queue creation, that is a service request, something that is requested by the user. Something requested newly, okay. Then the change request, this is important, okay. So change request means, change means it can be anything. Say for example, you have an environment. Say for example, you have a server application, some applications running in it. So every day, every time the application will be very slow. So after analyzing, you got to know the CPU and memory will be always more than 90%. If you go to task manager in the server, okay, and you look at the performance here, you see both the CPU and memory will be always more than 90%. Okay, it is always more than 90% both CPU and memory. Okay, and you notice that the applications, all the applications are consuming more CPU and memory. Okay, all the applications related processor and services are consuming more CPU and memory. And when you look at the data for last 90 days, continuously in the last 90 days, the computer is always more than 90%. Then you got the problem because this server has got less resources. Maybe it has got 2 CPU and 4 GB memory. Then you are decided to do the change. With a change request, you are making this 2 CPU to 4 CPU and 4 GB to 8 GB memory. So now there is a configuration change. Correct? Na? That configuration change will be performed by raising a change ticket. The change ticket will start like this: CH 1 2 3 4 5 6. Service request will start like this: SR 1 2 3 4 5 6 R RITM 1 2 3 4 56 like that. Okay, RATM also we will call it request management, we will also call it as, or we will also call it as service request. That is a ticket, that is how the ticket will be looks like. And the change ticket is there, no, the change ticket will have the complete information of the change. The server name of the server name will have what is the issue, the server is every day it is slow, what is the resolution we are going to, what is the problem. We notice that the application services are consuming more CPU, more memory always. Then the changes, proposed changes, we are going to change the configuration from 2 CPU to 4 CPU, 4 GB to 8 GB, 8 GB. Then if what is the application business test you do, then you will open the application and check the performance. Yes, if the performance is good, we are good. If something goes wrong while doing the change, what you will do, we will have a rollback plan. Then you can mention the rollback plan is, we will change the 4 CPU to 2 CPU back, or 8 GB to 4 GB back, like that. What is the rollback? All those information will be contained in the change request. That is why we call it as a change request. Any changes, not only the configuration changes. Say for example, you do the patching activity. So Saturday, Friday, the user working, the application was working perfectly fine. So Saturday during the off business hour, you are doing the patches installation. So you are installing the patches means you are going to make the changes there to the computer, because you are adding some new applications or new patches installed in the laptop or the server. So that is a change. So basically any changes for that matter, not only the configuration changes, either it is physical changes or software changes or OS changes or configuration changes, any changes for that matter, that is eligible for a change request. Okay. Then the last one is problem record. Problem means what? Every day around 11 o'clock you are getting headache. Every day it is coming, not every time it is there. Only every day around 11 o'clock you are getting the headache. That means what? So your body is telling there is something wrong. Correct? Now pain means what? Pain is a gift actually which was given by the God. Only then you will know, okay, I think there is something wrong, I need to go and consult the doctor, I need to take some medication. Correct, huh? The same thing, if you are getting the problem every day same timing, or if there is a pattern, maybe every 5 hours once you are getting the headache, there is a pattern. Today morning 11 you had the you know what is it, pain. Again after 2:30 you are getting pain. Then you go to the doctor, doctor tells, yes, there is an issue, I think this is because of acidity, or you because of migraine, you have to eat something time to time. So that is the RCA for that, or the root cause analysis. So basically the problem record means, if you are getting a problem very frequently, the team will raise a problem record. Say for example, you have a server. So you have a server, that server has got an application called Instagram.com. Every day at 1 p.m. in the afternoon, the application will be spike utilization more than 90%. The application for 1 hour 30 minutes will be slow, will be there. For almost 1.5 hours, the application will be very slow. Then the problem management team will be there. For each and every track there is a people will be there. Okay, incident management will be there, incident and service request will be managed by some people, change management separate team will be there, problem management separate team will be there. Okay, and they will be on behind you, on top of you. They'll ask what is this issue, what is the root cause, blah blah blah, they will tell. They will not let you be peacefully. Okay, they will always bug you to fix the issues. So then they will create a problem record, because it is eligible for a problem record, because every day same problem is there. Customer is also asking, can you please check why every day we have a problem, I mean the incident created, because every day I can see there is an threshold breach incident is there around 1 o'clock, okay, in the afternoon. Then that problem ticket will come to your queue. What you have to do, you have to analyze and understand what exactly the cause for that everyday issue. You notice that every day during afternoon the backup is running. You have configured the backup unknowingly. Ideally the backup should configure during the off business hour, means after the business hour, we call it as off business hour. So here instead of 1 a.m. in the night, you have kept 1 p.m. in the afternoon. So that is the reason that time the application is also running, the backup is also running, and antivirus scan is also running. Then all three are contributing to the server performance, and that is the reason you have the spike. That is the root cause. Then you will write the problem record, you will write an RCA stating that okay, we have identified the problem. The problem is the computer is high utilization. The resolution is, we notice that the backup and the antivirus scan is running during the 1 p.m. every day. Then why it is running in 1 p.m.? It is due to manual error. Why it is manual error? We missed to do some process. Why we missed some process? Okay, I think the engineer is new, he was not aware of it. Like that, there are five whys will be there, and we will give permanent solution for that. Then what is the permanent solution? We will make sure, we will put some guardrails, so that whenever we onboard the server, or whenever there is a difference in the server, backup schedule, we should get an email notification, or we will make sure before we onboard this server to the monitoring and the backup, and as well as the antivirus scan. So like that, you have to put some write some RCA means it is root cause analysis. So to analyze the problem and give the permanent fix, that is called as root cause analysis.
The only thing we want to analyze is, sir, otherwise we can change the timing and all. That's our process or some other team will
It
do.
is no, we have to fix it.
Okay, okay.
What you have to do, instead of 1:30 p.m., you can
O-
just make it a.m. That's all.
Okay, sir.
But you have to document it.
Okay, okay.
Okay, we should not
After
repeat
document,
this.
anyone give a permission, then only we want to change it.
No. It is your
Okay.
responsibility to understand the problem and
Oh,
change it. You fix a
okay.
problem, and then you write the RCA document and present it to the customer. Okay.
Okay.
Then the problem that particular RCA will have everything, all the information. What is the issue? What was the problem? And what is the permanent fix? And how are you make sure it is not repeating in the future? All the information will be there. The customer will go through that and they will approve it. Then you can close the problem record in the tool.
Okay, sir.
Okay,
Thank
so this is all the things. So this much information you should know. You should know what is ITIL. ITIL means it is Information Technology Infrastructure Library, and you should understand SLA. SLA means Service Level Agreement. So multiple priorities will be there: P1, P2, P3, P4. Depend upon the importance or the criticality of the ticket. Okay, P1 is very critical, 15 minutes, and 4 hours is the SLA. High priority means it is 30 minutes. P2, 30 minutes and 8 hours. P3 means it's medium, it is having 4 business days. P4 means it is 1 business week. And incident and service request. Incident means sudden business interruption to an application, ongoing running application. Service request means it's something which you freshly request. Say for example, a printer configuration freshly, or a maybe application access, or a computer access, you are freshly requesting. Change means any changes that you do either to the environment, or to the process, or to the server or computer. Okay, that is tracked in a change record. And problem record means any repetitive issues will be repetitive or reoccurring or patternized issue will be eligible for a problem record, where we create RCA, root cause analysis, and fix it permanently. Okay, this is called the ITL. This much you should know. And let me show you in the slide, so that how can, and one more thing, sorry, I missed. Then how will you handle the tickets? You may ask, how you get the tickets in hour? How will I know there is a ticket in my assignment? How will I know that ticket is worked by me? So there is a ticketing tool to control all these things. Okay, a tool will be there. That tool will be called as ticketing tool. There are multiple tools are there, like you might have seen. So the first one is ServiceNow. People will definitely ask this question: what is ServiceNow? Or we will also call it as Snow. ServiceNow or Snow. Second one is Jira. Okay.
Service now is Microsoft also.
No, no, no. It is actually ServiceNow product only.
Oh,
Okay. So it's an ITL product. 99% of the industry they will use ServiceNow only. Some people will Jira, and some people they have many other small tools or in-house tools they will be having. But if somebody asks you what is the ticketing tool that you use, you can tell we are using ServiceNow. So in
what is that
this
snow, sir? Same name only.
Snow ServiceNow, we will call it as Snow.
Okay.
Yes, Snow. That is called as Snow.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, it's an abbreviation kind of thing. Okay, so here the service now will have different assignment groups. Assignment group. Assignment group. So Windows team will have, maybe say for example you are working in IBM underscore Wintel. So whenever a people raise a ticket, and if they want to send the ticket to the Wintel team, they will put IBM Wintel team. Or if they put the ticket in the end user or desktop support, they will put IBM underscore EUC, end user computing. Then the ticket will come to your queue. Okay. Or if it is network team, you will have another assignment group called IBM underscore network. Then the ticket will go to network team. Then it will have IBM underscore security firewall team. Okay, like this different assignment groups will be there. So whenever the user raises an incident or a ticket, they will select the assignment group. If the assignment group is either IBM Intel or IBM UC, if you have access to that particular queue, then you will always monitoring your queue. Okay, there is a link actually, that link they will give you, service-now.com slash IBM slash something something, a link will be there. They will give you the link actually. You go to your assignment group and look at, then you will see the tickets are landed in your queue. Then you pick up the ticket and start working on. How this service now looks like? Let me show you that now. Look at here. It is actually a URL. Okay, service now it is a URL. Like you, if you like you open, you go to the Google Chrome and open the
There's
www.facebook.com.
no any apps like that.
It is an application, but it will
Yeah.
be accessed via browser.
Only
Google,
browser.
yeah,
Okay.
it is a browser. You will have a URL actually. Okay, like www.facebook.com. You will also have like a kind of link. You see here, https:/ironforest.service-now.com/nav to do. This is a link actually. They have opened it in Chrome. Correct? Huh? So as soon as you open the ServiceNow link, you will get this kind of ServiceNow service management tool. You have to enter your username and password, and once you log in, it will look like this. Look at here. There is an incident already created. Look at here. The incident number I told you know, INC00C number. Okay, it
This is
is.
the ticket number, sir.
This is the ticket number and this is the dashboard. This is how a service now looks like when you log in, when you open the ticket. Okay. So this is the ticket number incident, and you will have see what time it is open, 2023 11 4 24 18. Who is the caller? Caller means who has raised the ticket. Okay, what is the status? Status will have like new, in progress, work in progress, or hold, or completed, resolved. Multiple things are there. I'll show you that. Urgency, see, one means high. It is high priority. Priority one it is. So when you have priority one, what is the issue? You have to resolve within 4 hours. And I told you, look at the below here. He is telling database L server is down. See, the problem is short description. This is the issue. They will tell in the short description what is the issue. Database server LS7 is down. You see here, database LS7. Tim Direct is the person who is the caller. Okay, he has raised the incident. Server is not responding to the ping, he will mention. Then the system administrator pick up the ticket. See, the server appeared to be back online. He checked, the server was offline, he made it online, and he mentioned in the additional in the comment here, comment section, he will mention and he will post. As soon as he mentions something and post, it will come like this: the server appears to be back online. It is responding to the internal pings. We are currently working on to confirm that the dependent web applications have connectivity. So they have made the changes and they have acknowledged the ticket. Okay, now it is the application team or the responsibility of the system administrator to make sure the application is up and running. Then he will inform the application team, this the database is back online, can you please check the application functionality now and confirm. As soon as they confirm yes the application is working fine, you need to mention the uh, issue cause and resolution, ICR we will call it as issue cause and resolution in the additional description. When you look at the issue, L7 is down, cause the server is down, resolution we power on the computer is back online. That is called as ICR, issue cause and resolution. Okay, and then you have see an option C, resolve. If you click on resolve, the ticket will be closed. Okay, this is how you will handle the tickets. You should know this one, nobody will teach you this one. You should know how a service now looks like. You see here on the home page, here you have home page of dashboards, you have incidents, you have my request means service request. Okay, and if you want change, you can search here. Navigator is here, you can search. You want incident, you want change record, anything that you want, you can search there. See here how to create an incident. You click on new incident here, or this is how the ticket looks like. Okay, I'll show you another page. If you click on how to create, this is okay. If as soon as you click on this new, this will open. Okay, name, demo, need access card. Okay, desktop only, availability, how to mention all these things. Okay, workflow, default, all those things, short description, everything you need to mention. Okay, and then see here who is the caller. As soon as you click on new incident, a incident number will come and it will give your name there, you are the caller, and what is the location, Bangalore, Hyderabad, category, whether it is incident, service required, or whatever it is. Okay, I opened by whom, system administrator. How can I contact, via phone or email or chat? What is the status, active, work in progress, completed, close, resolved, multiple status will be there. And see, impact is high, urgency is medium, then the priority is P2. See here, I told you know high means it is P2. I told you know critical important means it is P1. Okay, and see what is the issue, CPU utilization is more some XYZ percentage. Then you, if you put an update, a ticket will be created. Okay, and you have to save it. As soon as you save it, the ticket will be created. Okay, so this is how you will handle the incident ticket. But you have the search option on the top, you can search here whatever things you needed. Okay, so any questions guys? I think we are done with the ITL also. Let me see, I had one more slide, if I can show that.
Sir, like we have incident, but actually customer, like we if we are working in a end user problem, like we receive the ticket only and we have to work on it, like
Exactly.
or yeah, but here you created the in the last slide you explained,
Hmm.
you told like there are some incidents we have and we created a ticket there
Yeah.
or what's uh,
See,
so but we have
sometimes
okay,
user is outside, is unable to no do some activity. Okay, or unable to raise the ticket. He was
okay,
connected on phone. He is unable to log into some application. It says password is wrong. Then sometimes
okay,
we have phones also. They will call us on phone. Okay, I'm unable to log in. Can you please reset the password? That time you do reset the password, but you can create an incident for that.
okay,
You yourself on behalf of that user you can create. Otherwise you will not
okay,
have track no to the work you did. So anything
okay, sir.
that you do, everything should be recorded in tickets. End of the day in IT, nobody will ask you how are you working. They will go to the tool and they will pull the report. how many tickets Mallikarjun has worked in the last 3 months, 6 months, 1 year. If you worked
Okay.
1,000 tickets, another person worked 800 tickets, that means you are 200 tickets more. Some
Okay.
people have seen they will always work, 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 work. They don't work on the ticket. Simply on the phone calls, on the chat, they will work, but they don't record it. But end of the day, when they pull the performance report for the appraisals and all, the count will be less. Because
Okay.
IT, there is no value for the words. There is only value for the artifacts and whatever the tool stocks. Okay, so that is
Okay.
why we will create the tickets on behalf of them. See, it is
They
necessary to know how a ticket should be created, right? That is the reason I'm showing you all these things. Yeah,
Okay. Okay.
please go on. See here, you can see the tickets are here. Okay, somebody put the filter and they made all the active, I mean, incident they have created here. If you see opened on so and so date, short description will tell you what is the issue, and caller, who is the caller person, who is the raise the ticket, and see the priority. 5 is planning. See, 5 is planning. 2 is high. 3 is moderate. 2 is high. See critical one, P1. The same thing I explained you. One is critical. High means P2, moderate P3, or medium is P3, correct? Na? P4 is okay, average, and 5 is planning. And status you see, resolved is there, in progress is there, and new will be there. Okay, all these things will be there. And if you look at the next slide, this is RATM. I told you, no, service request and RATM. See, this is incident. This is RATM. See, look at the ticket number. It is RATM 0034907. Who is requested? Aaron B. Riser. What is the assignment group? ITS Apps Analytics. Maybe here instead of IT Apps Analytics, if ITS, if you choose end user or Windows admin, it may come to you. Okay, like this. This is all the same thing then. Yeah, this is, I am just explaining all the tabs actually. Okay, what is requested by, requested for location, contract, I mean contact method, special user contact information, short description. I'm just I mean explaining each and every tabs for understanding. Okay,
Sir, in ticketing tool, one tab is the right assigned name. Who will be assigned?
that's what you will have the access like this. See, when you go to the queue, you will get the
Okay.
ticket like this.
Okay.
So say for example, this is a queue. It is your queue only. You look at like this and you see there is a P1. First, you need to pick the ticket and assign to your name. You yourself has to assign it.
Oh, okay, okay. That's the thing.
Yeah. See, if say for example there are 2 3 engineers, they will be always keep on watching this one. Whenever there is a new ticket comes, they will assign it to their name and they start working. If I
Okay.
assign my ticket, one ticket in my name, nobody will look at the ticket. You can ask them to resolve the issue. Resolve the issue. This issue is there. How can I resolve? Can
But
you?
you can't view that.
Anybody can weave. He can also weave that. But when the ticket
Okay.
is already assigned, the people will not touch. They will wait for
Okay.
the other tickets.
Okay.
Or sometimes some other team will be there. They will assign the tickets. Maybe in your team, the people called as queue managers. Queue managers will be there.
Okay.
They will assign the tickets randomly. Say for example, there is a your lead will be there. He will assign the ticket. Say you work on this ticket, you work on this ticket based on the capability. Okay, some people may good in printer. All the printer related tickets will be assigned to that person. Some person is good in troubleshooting applications known as and networking related. For those kind of tickets will be assigned to that person. Okay, like that you can do collaboratively and you can close that incident. But once a ticket is assigned to someone, another person will not look into that until unless you required or you requested.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, that's all about the ITIL. Any questions? At least now you got some insight, right? What is ITL? How to log into the service now? How an assignment group will be there? How a ticket looks like? Should not go empty minded. Okay. So let me stop the
Okay.
recording. The Outlook configuration, go to control panel. Okay. So here you go to small icons and you will have this mail option. Somewhere you will have mail. Here mail is there. Okay. Click on mail and here you see email account. Then you add, click on new account and then just put your name, your email address, your password, you re-enter the password, all those stuff. So it will take you to the uh, next page. Okay. So you can also do while going to the control panel. Okay, you can even search like Outlook here. Okay, click on it, it will open the same page. See, or you can even run Outlook and open this. Okay,
In command prompt, we can open.
yeah, this is command prompt only.
Okay.
Outlook, if you're running in the run, that is command only. See, if you go to
Yeah, yeah.
command prompt, if you put Outlook, no, it is not command prompt or Outlook. No, this is command only actually. This is command only. Outlook slash, some people will open in safe mode. Outlook slash safe, if you open, it will open in safe mode. Okay. So like this. So what I will do, let me open from the run Outlook. It will tell you welcome to the Outlook 2013 wizard. Click on next. Would you like to configure? Yes. I want to connect and create the email account. Put your name. Okay. So Baguru Teki Agu. Okay. Aba @ gmail.com. Okay. So enter the password. Now it is asking me to enter the password. I have forgotten the password. 1 second.